I posted a picture of a panther wearing a mask the other day, and so I wanted to thank some people for the spirited debate, and a lot of really good knowledge came out of that and some good stuff. And I'll post some links to some articles supporting the masking protocol, why we should be wearing masks, how it helps us to control the spread. But on another note, the reason why we should mask, the reason why we should social distance is very simply that we want to stay open. We want to stay open as an economy. We don't want people to have their businesses shut down. We don't want to have people to lose their jobs. We want our children to be able to go back to school. We want to actually go back to sports. Now, I coach the sport of wrestling. I want to be able to wrestle, and I want my guys to be able to get on the mat. And we're not going to be able to do that if everything gets shut down again, if we have an overflow of COVID cases in the hospital. It's going to be extremely hard to continue on the way that we want to if we don't do these basic things like social distance and masking. Does it work? Yes, it does, but you don't have to take my word for it. I'm just a wrestling coach. Look at the links below. There's people that have studied this, right? Being able to decrease the spread through droplet transmission from one person to the next. Okay, the reason why we're in this position is because a lot of people that don't know they're infected, don't know they've been exposed, are spreading it, and they're spreading it through those means. And if we can decrease that and all act ethically that way, then we should. All right. So if you want to go back to school, if you want to keep the economy going, if we want to get back to our sports and to some semblance of normal, we need to wear masks and we need to socially distance. It's not a major inconvenience. What is a major inconvenience is getting a tube stuffed down your throat in a hospital that is overrun by COVID patients. And then the percentages of death, the death rate goes up, hospitalizations go up, right? That's predictable. It's predictable that an increase in cases leads to an increase in hospitalizations, and an increase in hospitalizations leads to an increase of people dying, because that's the progression of it. We just haven't hit the part of all the hospitalizations and people dying yet. Now in Maricopa County, Arizona, they're having a real problem. They're pulling up refrigerator trucks to be makeshift morgues for people dying. They've progressed to that point. That's terrifying. We don't want to get there. We don't want to get there. It's predictable, and we can take some really modest steps right now so that we don't have to shut down. That's the reality of the situation. Everybody's kind of nice and being diplomatic about wearing masks, and please do it to do your part. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to get shut down. I don't want somebody else to make decisions for me. And I don't want somebody else telling me that I got to close up shop and my guys can't wrestle anymore, right? I don't want to do that. So I'll take these small, modest precautions now, like wearing a paper mask and making sure that I'm socially distancing in 6 feet so that we can keep our economy going and so that our businesses don't have to go under. That's my message. Sometimes we have to do things, or that we have to do the things that we need to do so that we can do the things that we want to do, right? All right. So mask up, social distance. The links are in the video below.